So next question is, in the month of October, 34,000 people visited a museum, but only 32,000 people visited the museum in the month of November. Find decrease percent in the number of visitors. So now, uh, see, whenever you have to find the decrease percent is equal to what is the actual decrease on the original multiplied by 100. So let's take a simple example. So in the term 1, you scored 40 marks, and then in term 2, you scored 35 marks. So there is a decrease of 5. So what is the decrease? The decrease is 5. But this decrease is on what? So this decrease is on term 1, that is 40. So 5 upon 40. So the decrease, now when we have to calculate the decrease percent, it will be the decrease upon what was the original. The original is 40 multiplied by 100. So you will have to calculate this, and whatever be the answer would be the percentage. So for example, in this case, when we are doing this question, what you need to understand is in October it was 34,000. Okay. In October it was 34,000. And then it fell down to 32,300. 32,300. So how much decrease was there? The decrease was 34,000 minus 32,300. So it is 1,700. Now 1,700 divided by the original. Original is 34,000 multiplied by 100. So you calculate this, and this will give you the percentage decrease. Hope this is making sense. This is one of the important concepts. So if there is any doubt, please let me know in the comment section. So this was in October, this is in November, and as I have told you, you will first find the decrease. So the decrease is 1,700. So this upon 34,000, so the decrease is 5%. So this is the final answer. Hope this is clear. Now let's go to question number 8. So Aman's monthly income is 30,000, increase by 9% every year. What would be the monthly income after 2 years? See, this question number 8 and question number 6, they are almost the same. Here the population was increasing. Let me show it to you. Here you see this, here the population was increasing by 10% every year, and in this case the income is increasing. So the logic remains the same. Question number 8, we start with 30,000, it increases by 9% every year. So first we will calculate this, and then we will calculate this. Now how do we calculate this? How do we calculate this? So 9% is the increase, 9% of 30,000. So this would be the increase. So basically 2,700 is the increase. This 2,700 rupees has to be added to 30,000. So this becomes 32,700. So 32,700 will be the next year figure. And then you add 9% more to this. 9% more to this. So 9% of 32,700. 9% of 32,700. You will calculate this, and then you will add it 32,000 to 32,700. You will add this answer. This answer, when you calculate, this will be 2,943. So I add these two, so 35,643. This will be the answer. So what will be his monthly income after 2 years? It will be 35,643. This would be the final answer. Let's go to the next question, question number 9. Anmol's salary after an increase of 12% is 44,800. What was the salary before the increase? So here you have to see that 44,800 is the salary after increase. They are asking the before salary. So how do we find this? Let me show you the solution. So 44,800 is the salary which is after increase of 12%. So I assume that the original is X. So X is the original plus the increase, which will be 12% multiplied by X would be equal to 44,800. I'll have to calculate for this. So X plus 12 X upon 100 is equal to 44,800. And as we have been discussing before, I write X as 100X upon 100 just to make it easier. So 112X upon 100 and I calculate for X. So this is my final answer. So this will be 40,000. So 40,000 here, just to check the answer. So 12% of 40,000 is 48. 12% of 40,000 is 4,800. I add to 40,000. My answer is 44,800. So my answer is correct. Let's move to the next question. Question number 10. Value of machine depreciates. Depreciates implies decreases. So whenever they write depreciate, it means it decreases. So by 5%. So it is decreasing by 5%. So for example, population, they are saying it increases. Now this is the example where it is depreciating by 5%. If the present value of the machine is 24,000, what will be the value after 10 years? See, in all these problems, you should understand where exactly you are in the present. So let's look at the solution. See, 24,000 is the value today. After 1 year, it will decrease by 5%. So we'll calculate this figure first. Then once we have the answer, we'll depreciate or decrease it by 5% more, and then we'll have this answer. So this is, we'll do this question in two steps. So I start with 24,000. I decrease 5%. So 5% of 24,000 is 1,200. So this is my value after 1 year. So 22,800. Then depreciate 5% more of 22,800. See, and because this is depreciation, I am decreasing. I am subtracting. So 5% of 22,800 is 1140. So from 22,800, I have to minus 1140. Therefore, there seems to be some calculation error. You can let me know in the comment section. So 8 5s are 40, 5 to the 10, 114, 5 to the 10, 11,000, 1140. So 22,800 minus 1140, 6,716. Yeah, it would be 21,660. I think this is the correct answer. Till if there is some mistake, please let me know in the comment section. So this is how we do this question. So this will be 21,660. 21,660. Let's move to the next question. Question number 11.